What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new here, my name is James, and I like to talk about web development. Today, I'm going to do something that I have not done before, and this may be the start of a new series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a website for free. And you're thinking, oh, wow, that's cool. What did you do? Did you reach out to somebody and offer to build them a website, and they're so excited? No. Now, these people have no idea that I'm doing this, and they probably won't even use it. They probably won't even ever respond or reply. Who knows? We'll see what happens. What I'm doing is I'm just going to build a website, and I'm going to post this video on social media, and I'm going to try to tag the people who own the website. I haven't even checked to see if they have social media. I mean, who doesn't? And I'm just going to say, hey, here's a website. If you want it, you can have it. Because haven't you ever just come across a website and you're looking at it and you're just like, man, I want to rebuild this, or I want to fix this, I want to fix that. But you don't, of course, because why would you waste your time doing that? It happens to me all the time, and it happened to me today. And I was thinking, I've been considering doing like a website review where I critique somebody's website. You know what? That is not enough. If I've learned anything by looking at the analytics of my channel, it's that you guys like to watch people build stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not just going to critique a website. I'm going to rebuild it. And I'm not, at least this time, I'm not redesigning. I'm basically going to build the same website, but I'm going to fix the things about it that I don't like. And then, like I said, I'm going to post it, and I'm going to say, hey, if you want this website, you can have it. If they want to pay me to host it and manage it, we'll talk. Otherwise, if they want to just manage it themselves, I will just give them this website. They can just have it. So let's take a look at the first website, and maybe the last website of this brand new series where I build random websites for free. This website is called Cyber Innovation. I found this website because I was looking at another website that needs even more help than this one. That might be episode 2. And I noticed in the footer of that website, it said, like, brought to you by whatever, Cyber Innovation. So I went to check out their website. I was on my phone, and there's some things. Yeah, we're going to look at it. We are going to critique this website. It's not going to be the bulk of the website. I'm not going to spend a ton of time doing that. I'm going to get to the build. But we are going to kind of go through it, and I'm going to talk about the things that I don't like and the reason that I even want to do this in the first place, and some of the things we're going to change. So there are some things on desktop that I don't like, and then we'll take a look at the mobile version. So right off the bat, nothing's jumping out at me that needs to be changed. I'm not an accessibility expert. I feel like these links, the text is a little small. This is a lot of text in here. But, the rest of it seems to be pretty readable. This purple color feels a little random to me on this form. I don't know why it's not just blue like everything else, or even this black color. They have this green. So I'm going to say this blue is their primary, and then they have this green as their secondary, and then I guess purple as tertiary or accent. Most buttons on this page are green. This one is black, which I don't hate. I mean, it doesn't stand out as being crazy weird to me, but we also have sharp corner, sharp corner, sharp corner, big ol' rounded corner, sharp corner, sharp corner. So I might try to have a little more consistency in the buttons. We have a border radius here. We have a sharp corner there. Sharp corner in this image. Border radiuses on those images. You can even tell this image has a border radius here. It's kind of hard to see it. Yeah, the image could, you could do a little something to the images. Throw a little, just a subtle little shadow on it or something, just to make it, I'm not going to say pop, just to make it pop. you know, just a little something, kind of like they did here. This isn't very subtle, but, and it's part of the image. So then you get this hard line. They could have probably done a better job with that. Yeah, this text should probably be left aligned. That's a lot of text to be having centered. It's hard to read centered text. So if it's 1 or 2 lines, you know, go ahead and center it. If it's a big old block of text like this, I would probably just left align that. This section feels weird to me. Is this part of the image or is it a separate image? It's a separate image. There's no like heading to this section or this one really. This section is a H3 for some reason. That's weird. Why would that be an H3? Oh, sorry. I'll let you look at it. This top section in the hero section is an H3. And then this is an H1. Okay. What's this? What's this? H2? What are you guys doing? I mean, this one should be an H2, you know? The main heading for the website would be the only H1 on the page, and then every section would have an H2. So I would make this an H2. So that makes sense. Is this an H2? Nope, that's an H3. Because why not? What are they doing? Like, is it just random? Do they just have a random heading generator? And they're just putting random headings and everything? Free SEO performance report. I wasn't intending to get mean, but I don't know if I want an SEO performance report from somebody who's randomly throwing heading tags everywhere. Okay. What else? I wonder what tool this is using. It's probably using some third-party tool. Analyzer button. Data.search. Okay, it's using Search Engine Labs. So they're just using Search Engine Labs. I don't even know what that is, but some third-party tool that will give you an SEO performance report. This I'm not crazy about. I feel like if you're gonna try to break from your card boundaries, it should probably go right through the middle. It's weird that it looks like a mistake, the way it's just sort of barely peeking out the top here. I feel like it should be right in the middle, because I do see that a lot. And maybe even make this a little bigger. Or just keep it inside the card, make it normal. Which I think that's what I would probably do. This section is a little weird. I'm not really sure what the point of this section is. WordPress versus Wix versus others. We built hundreds of sites, WordPress sites, but it's not 2008 anymore, and there are some great alternatives to consider. Okay, so I guess high level, is it something to consider? Wix, they're a Wix partner. I don't know why this text is. It's like the text is center aligned, but it's like not aligned. You see what I'm saying? Like it's offset over to the left for some reason. That is weird. Why is it doing that? I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but I'm just curious, like what is it doing? Got that text there. Margin left, margin right. Is this a flex div? It is a flex div. Align item center. Align items stretch. Text align center. But why is that? Does this have like a align self? Weird. I don't know. Not worth it. I don't know if this is, I don't think they meant for this to be like a dig on WordPress. I think they're just literally trying to say, hey, there's more options now than there used to be. But the way they say it, it's not 2008 anymore. Almost feels like a dig. which is funny because this website is built with WordPress, so they're probably not. They probably didn't mean to make this sound like a dig. Oh, these are okay. That's kind of neat, I guess. I don't know if I would put a transition out on this so it doesn't just snap back into place, but that's just a preference. Maybe they did that on purpose. Maybe they liked it the way it just snaps back in place. Hello, gigantic heading. What is this? H6? Oh, it's an H2. Okay. It's an H2 that's styled completely different from the other H2 I saw. Broken images, that's weird. I looked at this earlier. This is a plugin, some kind of Google Reviews plugin, so it's probably not their fault. It's probably the plugin's fault that these images aren't working. However, this is like literally the blurriest pixelated image I've ever seen somebody actually purposely use on their website. Like, what are they? I'm going to try to use AI to sharpen that. That is just bad. Who did that? Who did that and then looked at it, went to the front end and said, yep, all right, cool. Looks good. Let's move on. Weird. Here they're doing this again, just poking out the top. I don't like it. I don't like this button. I'm thinking white text on the buttons instead of blue. And then it just switches to the blue background. Ooh, no. Ew. I don't like this at all. Not even a little bit. It's so bad, I can't stop looking at it. Look at this. No, way too much box shadow. Round the corners. Don't make it absolutely no card and then boom, ugliest card ever when you hover over it. That's so jarring. That's so weird. Your button's different. This one's outlined. I guess, I don't know. It's okay to mix it up once in a while. View our website design showcase. What is this heading? An H2. Okay. I have expected it to be an H1, to be honest. What's this guy? An H3. They are not being shy with the calls to actions, that's for sure. Are you a digital marketer? We help agencies and marketers thrive with our online sales marketing platform. Okay. Meet the team. Hi, team. Which one of you put that super blurry picture on you? Your picture's blurry. Maybe it was you. All right, that's it. Got all the way to the bottom. We'll take a quick look at mobile. The mobile version is not terrible. This whole thing. I'd probably take home out of the menu since this leads to home. I would just make this be like a phone icon because they're on their phone, so they don't really need to see what the phone number is. They just need to be able to tap it and then it calls. So I would just make this a phone icon, take the number out on mobile. This heading is not scaling very much, if at all. Oh, doesn't look like it's scaling at all to me. It's 64 pixels, 54. Okay, so it did scale a little bit. I would see if we can't scale that a little bit more. Same with this gigantic. Ugh. That's a lot of text. This whole thing is too skinny. There's too much margin or padding. Who knows what they're doing here? Do we need bullets on that list? We have a bullet and then an emoji or icon. I think I'd take the bullets off of that list. Same thing. Too much padding, margin. That's okay. That's weird. Not terrible. Where'd that weird text go? So it seems okay on mobile. It's on desktop where it gets At what point does that text get weird? Right? Look at that. Why is that text coming over to the left? That's so weird. So weird. Okay, keep going. This actually looks okay. Yeah, this could scale more. All their headings, I think, could scale more. Ugh. These aren't centered. This text could be centered. Could also just say the team. All right, that's it. So that's the website. We got a lot of other pages. They have a portfolio. This is probably using some plugin unnecessarily. We just create a custom post type, you know? What is quick view? Is it just like a screenshot? What is this, an iframe? It's like, it's actually the website, but it's in their URL. Must be some kind of iframe. Huh. Inception, man. It's a website inside a website. Interesting. Let's go back. I don't hate this website. I said, let's go back. There we go. Huh. Interesting. It says quick view, but you're actually viewing the actual website. I was expecting it to just be like a screenshot or something. Interesting. Contact us. I don't like how slow that animation is. It makes me think nothing was happening for a second. The team again. Okay. So it looks like we got ourselves a component here that we can drop. Probably, I bet they're dropping this on a lot of places. It's on the contact page. About. I bet it's on about page. Yep, it's pretty much everywhere. So that'll be it's on this page twice. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I think this website could use some help. Let's do it. Let's do it. What have I done so far? Basically nothing. I just spun up a new website, and I installed a couple plugins. I am using WordPress Studio. So if you care, that's what I'm using. I typically use Lando for my local development, but for this, I thought, why the heck not? Let me just spin up a WordPress Studio website. Hopefully I don't need to access the database later. When I first was testing WordPress Studio, really my only complaint about it is that it doesn't have a way to access the database. So hopefully that doesn't become an issue later. So I am going to be using Etch, of course. I also just occurred to me that I forgot to install automatic CSS. All right. Here we go. Let's create a home page. And my other complaint about WordPress Studio is that it can be kind of slow sometimes. It usually picks up. It's like a little bit slow at first, and then it picks up. So hopefully it won't be too much of an issue for us here today. I'm also using WordPress 6.9 for the first time. I noticed that little icon was different when I hovered over it to go back to WordPress dashboard. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what else is new. Home. All right, let's launch Etch. So we got this blue color. Where can we find this blue color? Da-da-da. Is this background the same? Yeah, I think this background is our primary blue color, I think. All right. So we're going to hop on over to automatic CSS, go to our palette, primary. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't, Control V doesn't work because Etch and ACSS are fighting for that keyboard shortcut, apparently. All right, and let's grab the secondary color, which is this green color right here. We'll make that secondary. Paste that in there. All right. I don't know if I'm going to use this purple color. Kind of thinking not, but you never know. Let's make it our accent color. Why not? And then this text color is, okay, it's not black, so we'll grab this. And never know what to do. Is this supposed to be, I can't remember what the difference between base and neutral is supposed to be. I'm going to make that my base, I think. Is that really the color? Two B, 2C28. 2B, 2C28. Oh, ew. Let's test that real quick here. Okay, let's try it on here. Is that, it's only, yeah, okay. I think that is right. I just didn't notice it was that quite that green. Well, and then we also have this other blue color though. What would I call that? Is that, maybe I can make this a variation of my primary. So we have like primary semi-dark, maybe. Yeah, semi-dark or dark. That's probably what I'll do. Okay. Is there anything else that I want to try to set up? I think I'm just going to start building. I am going to real quick show off a little plugin that I made. Oh boy. WordPress Studio. You can't be this slow the whole time, man. I will stop this video and install Lando and restart this video if WordPress Studio is going to be that slow. All right. I'm going to quickly steal the images from this website with this image scraper plugin that I made. Let's see. Do I need to do anything in settings? I don't think I do. Nope. We'll just go to the image scraper. I'm going to put in the URL and start scraping. And then I'll be able to choose the ones I want to bring in. So I think I want pretty much everything except I don't want these images from the reviews. What on earth even is that? That image, ugh. I'm not going to import that one yet because I'm going to try to fix it. What even is this? Oh, the logo probably in the footer with it's white. Okay. Let's do that. I'm not going to give them an alt text or an image title because they're all random and different. I'm not going to give them a prefix. Yeah. These image titles, file names. Some of them are pretty bad. You know what? Just for SEO purposes, I'm going to give the file name prefix of cyber innovation. That's better than random numbers and letters. And then it will just add like 1, 2, 3, 4 to all the image file names. And then we can update alt texts later for them specifically. All right, let's do it. So this is just going to import them straight into my media library for me. So I don't have to download them all and then import them. Normally it's faster than this, but of course, you know, WordPress Studio. All right, let's double check that it's actually working. Hey, there we go. We got images. That's cool. You know what? Let's go ahead and try to fix that image. I'm just so curious if it's going to work. I'm going to use Nanner Banana here, the pro version. Got my API set up. Let's go steal that image. Ugh, it's so bad. Dude, who did this? Who did this? I would like to report a crime. All right. Upload. I'm going to see like how big this thing is right now. The intrinsic size is 300 by 90. 300 by, okay, rendered 837. So it's almost 3 times as big. So I don't know if I can actually, Actually, I wonder if a better way to do this would be to just increase the size of it to 900 pixels. Yeah, that's blurry. Export as. We'll keep it as a JPEG for now. Let's do that. Let's do this. Here we go. I feel like it should be able to do this because it generates images out of thin air. So it should be able to take an image like this and just basically recreate it, but not blurry, you know? Know what I mean? Maybe I just unlocked a new, I don't know, new workflow. An internal, bro. I redo. Come on, man. Don't do this to me in front of my friends. Hey, is it doing something? Is it done? It's interesting that it didn't. I don't think it's done because I can't do it. Oh, okay. It's done. It didn't talk to me at all. It wasn't like, yeah, sure, of course I can do that for you. Let's see how it worked, man. Lady juggling stuff. Whatever. Let's see how this looks, man. Nice, dude. It's 1,000 pixels and it's not blurry anymore. Okay. Okay. That is cool, man. That is cool. Okay. Let's see here. I think it is time to start building. Just deleting some stuff here. Okay. We got all the images that we're gonna need. Where's our background image? That is, I'm not seeing it in here. It is, oh, they're doing a weird parallax thing. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, so, oh, is it? No, it's not that. Ooh, I bet it's a background image, which means my image scraper couldn't scrape it. What about this Chrome extension? Can it find it? Yeah, I can find it. All right, that's actually a cool image. Very colorful. Very colorful. 700 kilobytes though. Let's squish it. That's kind of big. Keep it a WebP. Does 50% look like? Still pretty good, especially since we're gonna have an overlay over it. I go down further. What's that look like? Yeah. Geez, it's still. Oh, how big is it? Way too big? It's not even that big, honestly. Huh. All right. How much is too much? I mean, there's going to be an overlay on it. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. I mean, this barely noticeable. Let's drop it down quite a bit. Let's do that. All right. All right. All right. Boom. Okay. Okay, this should be pretty easy. I'm going to move it off screen and let's build. Make sure I'm actually on the home page here. WordPress Studio, man, it is just like, it's not crazy slow, but it's like just slow enough that it's like, what are you doing? All right, let's set this up the way I like. Put that over there, this down here, CSS over there, JavaScript over there. Turn JavaScript off. Okay. Bring my HTML over here. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Section, container. We need a heading, a text, and 2 buttons. Heading, text, flex div with 2 buttons. Yeah. So I think, yep, we're going to do, well, let's bend this out for this. Hero section, container heading. Very simple. Very, very simple. This is going to be BTN secondary. This is going to be BTN secondary and BTN outline. Yeah. Okay. I should have called this CTA instead of anchor. Forgot to change the names of it. Oh, I think I can just go like this though, right? CTA. Is that, yep, that changes that class. Perfect. Perfect. Text transform case. Yeah. All right. What font are they even using, by the way? Lotto and Open Sans. Those are both googly fonts, I think. So watch this trick. We are going to go and actually use Gutenberg for just a second. Don't judge me. It's just a second. Whatever loads. But come on. WordPress Studio, man. Pretty bad, honestly. It may be because I'm recording, but Lando doesn't slow down like that when I record, so no excuse. Typography, add fonts. No fonts installed. Install fonts. There we go. We want Lotto. Just select them all. I'm not going to sit there and try to figure out which ones I need. Just give them all to me. Okay, and they were installed successfully, and they were also using Open Sans. We'll get all those. Install. Okay, is it using anything else? Not that I can see. It looks like it's all Open Sans and Lotto. Good. All right, so now that we've done that, review, save. You can double check right here. If you see fonts, Lotto, we have 10 variants. Open Sans, we have 12 variants. So it should be good to go with our fonts. And I don't think these render in the Etch Builder preview, but they do work on the front end. And maybe that's even changed. I don't know. But last time I remember checking that they weren't rendering in the builder. So whatever. What are we doing? We're using Lotto for the headings and Open Sans for the text sometimes. Okay, what are they doing? You guys, come on. Okay, looks like they're maybe using Lotto for basically everything, but buttons are Open Sans. Also, sometimes text is Open Sans, sometimes it's Lotto. I'm going to do headings Lotto and everything else Open Sans. That's what I'm going to do. I think I can do that here. Headings, font family, Lotto. And text, font family, Open Sans. Save. Double check. Lotto, Open Sans. Working perfectly. All right. Now what do we got? On their site, this heading is 64 pixels, and I'm going to make it their H1. Here's the thing. They made this in H1. So the second section on their website is an H1. Now, was that intentional? Did they do it because they want this to be considered the H1? And if so, why didn't they put that in the hero section? You know what I mean? Or do they just not know what they're doing and they just picked H1 because that was the style that they were going for? Like, it looks like it's the same. 64 pixels, 54 pixels. Okay, so their H1's a little smaller than this H2 up here. I just don't. I'm going to make this the H1 because it's in the hero section. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it. And it's 64 pixels. So what I'm going to do is How do I do this again? Text, no, headings, H1. We can override. We can say desktop, we want 64 pixels, and then what do you guys think? Let's pop this out so I can actually use it. Where's the font size, bro? Here it is. Can I get it down to 2? Yeah. Maybe we go 34 pixels, because I think we're gonna have not quite as much padding on the sides, so we'll go 34. 64 down to down to 34. H1 64 down to 34. Save. And we also have to change this to be an H1. Save. Look at that. Now, ideally, this will be 64 pixels on desktop, 34 pixels when we shrink it down. It's 38, so it's close. I think if we went further, we'll have to use the inspect tool to do that, to go into mobile, and then if we go way down, yeah, 34 pixels. So it's working. It's scaling. I think that's scaling a lot better than it was before. Okay. So let's center everything. Let's get a background image on here. Let's get a blue overlay on there. Let's do all the things, man. Do all the things. Everything is, I'm tempted to just go, and then this container, the container is display flex. What did I do? Text align center. There we go. The container is display flex already, and it's flex direction column. So all I'm going to do is say align items center. Justify. Yeah, actually it is align item center. This guy also needs to be, let's see, flex direction row, first of all, and then justify content center. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Hero section, we're going to say background image URL. I always have to think about this one. And then we're going to go grab our background. Let's just grab it all for now. Paste that in there. All right. Now, probably what we want to do is pseudo-element. We just do a pseudo-element on the section. Height percent, background black, yeah, 0, let 0. Do I want it? I think I want it 1, right? Is the default? I don't even know what the default of z-index is. Is 1 the default? Doesn't seem to be. Oh, because it's opacity. Duh. Is 0? Yeah. So I think I just do, I'm going to do container. Oh, index 2. Yeah. Color needs to be white on this heading. Hello? Did I go too fast for it? Yeah, I went a little too fast. Zoom in here. Color white. Okay. And this actually needs to be primary. All right. And we'll up that opacity up to like 0.8, 0.9. I think that's what we want right there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's not working. There we go. Okay. Now, there's default padding that we get from automatic CSS. We're going to increase it on this section. Maybe. No, not all sections, just this one. So padding block is section padding block. So we can actually override that and make it whatever we want. Section padding block. It's actually, I think we want to double it, if I'm being honest. Padding. Do I need to do calc? That does not seem to be calc. Section padding block. 1, 2. Yeah, that looks, I mean, it looks like I did it right, but it doesn't look like it's. Why does that keep happening? I broke something. Oh. Derp. Semicolon. That does look like it's working. Yes, it is working. All right. Cool. Cool. Don't forget your semicolons, folks. They are important. Now let's get this font weight correct. Looks like it's 400 on the heading, 300 on the text. That's probably default setting. I can do it here. Headings, font weight, 400. Yeah. Text, font weight, 300. Okay. Cool. Save again. Oh, I gotta click that save button. I think if you hit Control S, it saves both. Need to get in the habit of doing that. All right. I think we're done with the hero section. No, we need to look at our buttons here. Yeah, their buttons are much larger. Do I care? Do I want them to be larger? I'm not trying to change their design a whole bunch. Just trying to fix things I don't like. And I can't say that there's anything wrong with those buttons being bigger. Let's see, the font size is 20 with a weight of 700. So I could do that at least. How do we do that? We go to buttons and links, buttons, global, all buttons, font size, text medium, text large. Let's just do that. Is that too big? Font weight. They did 700. outline height 1. Can you do that? Okay. All right. Let's see here. Secondary, dark, blah, 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 outline. I think I want text color to be white. Yeah, that's what they have going on. They got a green outline, white text. Hover, that looks okay. Still readable. Okay. Got bigger buttons like they do, but I'm putting that little border radius on it. I'm not doing sharp buttons. I'm not doing it. I like the radius. Leave me alone. But otherwise, I think we're done. Here's what they got. Oh my gosh, Windows, stop. Stop being Windows, dude. For just a minute, stop being Windows. Absolutely hate how Windows handles that. It's always doing all this weird stuff on X. I don't want to do any of this stuff. Make that go away. I don't want that there. Every time I'm just trying to position it up here where I want it, I accidentally bring that open and then dump it. So it's like, oh my gosh. All right, quit ranting. Just trying to compare. Here's their version. Here's our version. They have blue text here, but that's one of the things I mentioned I wanted to change. I don't like that. And I think we'll keep this more subtle transition as well instead of going straight, from green to blue. Seems unnecessary. So yeah, I think I like that. Our padding looks pretty good as well. I just doubled it, and that seems to be pretty darn close. So we'll go with that. Let's move on to this next weird section here. Bring this off camera again. We are looking at two headings, kind of. It's an H1 and then a div with just some text. So it's not even a heading or a paragraph. It's just a div with text in it. Because apparently you can just do that. You can just do things. Ooh, why does their form look all ugly all of a sudden? What did I do to it? Okay. Yeah, that is weird. They did that because I'm guessing they did that just because they wanted this to be blue. They wanted it, and it looks like it's a different font weight as well. 400, 600. Slightly different font size. 54 versus 55, 400 versus 600. Why? I don't know. Join business owners, entrepreneurs, and agency founders in our free AI plus high-level community. All right. So I'm filling out a form to join a community. Again, this is kind of a lot of text to be center aligning it. I kind of want to shrink it down a little bit, see if we can't get it all on 3 lines maybe instead of 4. I don't think this needs to be on 2 lines. This could be all on 1 line. I don't think we need a colon here either. Join business owners, entrepreneurs, and agency founders in our free AI high-level community. I don't think we need a colon. We can still we can make that blue if you want to make that stand out. That's not a problem. We can do that with a span though, not a div. We don't just put text in divs, man. It's just weird, okay? What are we, Elementor? I don't even think Elementor would do that. Okay, back to the builder. Get out of my face, automatic CSS. Let's add a section. Let's see, how do we want to do this? A heading. yeah, we'll put the span inside that heading. And then we're going to have, after the heading, we're going to have a flex div. Inside that flex div is going to be another flex div and another flex div. Inside this flex div is going to be what I'm going to call a heading. And then they have it as a list. I don't think it. Learn to automate your business, scale smarter, and master the mindset that keeps success in flow. Yeah, I'm just going to do text, 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 text. This is a form, so it's going to be a short code or block, which I will add in the block editor. Yeah, that's actually all that's in this div is a form. So say form, hello, form wrapper. Learn to automate. I don't know. Left. Absolutely the worst. I apologize. What are we calling this section? Community. Join community. Grid wrapper. What do we call things that are just, I don't know. I don't know, man. Learn to automate your business, scale smarter, text. I'm just going to call it text. I don't really care. This isn't something that, if I'm not going to reuse this, I'm not going to reuse this. I could see maybe reusing the entire section if you wanted to dump this on another page, but I'm not going to reuse this. I'm not going to sit here and stress about what to name everything. It's text, so that's what I'm going to call it, bro. Judge me. See if I care. All right. Create them classes. We're going to go with this as our text. Did it do the thing that I complained about? It did. It gave these two headings the same exact class because I would have called this, I don't even know. And all right. We'll do that, and then right here, span. What do we call that? Is it an accent? I feel like if I do that, if I call that accent, I'm going to want to make this blue color the accent color. Do they do this a lot? Okay, they don't do it again on this page. Got a whole nother bluish gray color there. Because why not? Yeah. They don't do this. It's not a thing that they do. Just this one time, it looks like. So, what's the heading called? Join community heading. Here's what we're going to do. Boom. Color is going to be primary. We're going to try dark. I think that's pretty close to what they got going on. This is an H2. Let's see what we want to do. Do we want to try to consistentify this? Because, I mean, look at this. H2 is 54 pixels. This is an H2, 43 pixels, 36 pixels, 36 pixels. All right, 36 pixels is happening a lot. 32 pixels. This big old thing. They need to 96 pixels. Guys, come on. 54 pixels. I feel like this 54 pixels is it's a good size. This one's 64. Yep. 54 almost seems too big still, because to me, they look the same right off the bat. But I'm going to go with 50. We're going to see how that looks. Let's go back here to typography, H2 specifically, and we're going to say 50. And then we'll scale down to, what did we do? 34. So 30 on mobile. This is centered. I feel like I just realized up here, I said align items centered. I didn't even need to do that. It's already that, I think, by default. So yeah, let's not use CSS that we don't need. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, so this is on 3 lines. I think that's better than 4 lines. This is just weird. One really big long line, followed by short line, followed by orphan. And we all know, we heard him say it on a live stream, Kevin Geary hates orphans. Just, that needs to be out there. He said it. We all heard it. I also hate orphans. This looks dumb. So I think this looks a little better. This heading should be in H3. And let's copy some actual text over here, shall we? This is a big heading. I don't like it. But that's life. It's not my website. You know? That's what they want. That's what they get. I am just the tool. I'm the instrument. All right. All right. So this also is that primary dark color. We should set our text color. Our text color is base, right? And yeah. Yeah, that's the base color. We're looking at this is font weight of 600. We need to make this grid wrapper. We can just do display flex. It's already display flex, so we just need to do I feel like I don't want to do flex row because that adds display flex to it, which is unnecessary because it's already display flex. Blah blah blah. Okay. And the form goes over there. They didn't put a title on the form, so I literally don't have anything to put over here. because it's 100% form, which will be, I mean, if they actually want to use this website, I will plug in whatever form plugin they're using, which I can probably just figure that out right now. Builder form builder. All right, well, they're not making it obvious in the code, or are they? Cyber CRM. Okay. Looks like they're using a CRM, and their CRM gave them some embed code. So that's what I would do. If they see this video and they say they want this website, I will plug that in for them. So for now, we're just going to leave it blank. Now I need to figure out how to style this differently. There's probably a fancy word for what this is, but it's just, right now it has the same class as these. I could just do a last. I never remember how to do that. Last child. So we do not last of, it's a last of type? Nope. Not, that's child? This doesn't look right. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Can't wait till we have AI built into Etch. Fix this syntax. My robot slave. Yeah, I know where the issue is. Oh, I needed another thingy in there. Yeah. All right. So, actually probably what I want to do is actually just target that one like that. There we go. And we'll say, what happened to my, oh yeah, font weight 600. And then I'll just say, I'm not going to put a not in there. I'll just say font weight 300 for this one. We don't want color red, but we do want, oh my gosh, text. I am blanking out. Text style is not a thing. Text. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to ask. What do I? Text height italic. It says it's text font style. Font style. Font text. Make up your mind, CSS. There we go. Done. I think I'm done with this. Well, okay. Here's we have to make a decision. Do we like what they did with this kind of gray background and then putting white backgrounds on here? Or do we prefer just, maybe we actually save? Yeah, it should be a card, but I'm going to put a border radius on both of them. So what I think I'm going to, I don't know what just happened. I think I had a stroke. I think what I'm going to do is, do I just make these cards? I think I'm going to make them cards. I'm not even going to put the word card in the class though, because I'm a rebel. I am a rebel. Turn on the framework. Boom. Boom. Save. Watch the magic. Okay. No magic happened. Oh, there it is. The magic WordPress Studio made the magic take a second. I think I'm going to make this gray background our neutral color. Is that what neutral's for gray backgrounds? I asked this question once, and I think Zach Pyle answered it, and I forgot it. It's gone. Neutral. Whatever. Boom. Save. And then this section is going to be background color of that's neutral. Neutral. All right. Save. Refresh. Yeah, but I need to, no, actually, okay. I think I like what they're doing. So they're doing a little box shadow. I think I like that better than the border. What other cards do they have though? Yeah, those cards don't have a border. They're doing box shadow. All right, so let's do border none for cards. Let's do, oh no, we can't do a box shadow. We can do card shadow on light and dark. But am I blind? Da-da-da-da. How does this work? Card shadow. Box shadow for light cards, yeah. But if I was going to use this variable, do I just do, well, let's do, what is it? Box shadow medium. Whoa. All right. I'm going to go for the front end, see if that did anything. It did. So, do I just leave it? See, this is one thing I don't understand about the card framework. We have default, light card, dark card. So one of these two must be the default. I don't know how to set the default. These styles are automatically applied to card classes appended with a -- light. Yep. Or any card by default if your primary card style is light. Where do I set that primary card style? I don't see it in here. Dark. Huh. Interesting. So, well, let's see what my default is. Let's take out the box shadow from dark and see if my box shadow stays. If it does, then my default is light. Why do I have this twice? Oh, I accidentally copy and pasted it a minute ago. All right, so I still have a shadow. Which means that my default is light. So cool. I guess I'll just leave the shadow there, but I do think I want to change it to small instead of medium. And heck, maybe even extra small. We'll play with it and see what we want. Light card, small. It doesn't show the shadow in the preview, so that's too bad. Yeah. I think that's... Is it actually working? It's hard to tell. Yeah, box shadow. Oh, no. It's not. It definitely was, right? When I did medium. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Box shadow, card shadow. Maybe, oh, you know what? Since it's MD, maybe small is supposed to be SM. Let's try that. I don't know. Not sure if I'm seeing a shadow on there. Nope, no shadow. So it's not S or SM. Huh. I guess I'll just go with medium. I might investigate that later. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done with this section as well now. I'm thinking maybe though a little bit more border radius. Border radius, large. Heck, maybe extra large. Or do I? No, we'll do that. We'll do that. I like that. I like how easy this stuff is, you know? All right, do we do flex on this or do I do auto grid of 2? That's the question, right? I might say instead of flex direction row, I might go with question mark auto grid and then columns. You change this to, and it might be a little too aggressive because I don't think it should be one column that soon. Let's test it out. Stop it, Windows. Stop it. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe is aggressiveness in here? Yeah, aggressiveness is in here. I might tone it down to 0.6. I just don't think I want it to go to one column quite that soon. You know what I mean? Yeah. But look at that. Look how easy that is. And everything is just perfect. And by everything, I mean some things. Padding. Oh, that's... Wait, did I do just padding? I did. I'm an absolute moron. That's supposed to be padding block. I was like, that's not supposed to look like that. There we go. There we go. That is better. Yeah. And then I think on mobile, I might make this a grid too. I might make that auto grid instead of flex so that, well, let's see what that'll look like. Let's see what that'll look like. CT wrapper. Let's do same thing. Grid, auto grid. Change this to 2 columns. Save. I don't know why it's doing that. Ooh, no. Why? No. That's weird. Yeah, we're not doing that. Look at all this. Look at all that. All right. Flex direction row, justify content center, and then we're going to do a little media. Where do we want it to go? Maybe as soon as they try to go to 2 lines, we want to avoid that. So let's go here. We'll just do media query. Okay. That was probably WordPress Studio again, lagging. Flex direction column. And then line size 100%. Yeah. Let's go a little bit sooner because they're still hitting 2 lines. So maybe should I just go? Let's do 690. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. It's looking good. Nice and mobile responsive. I haven't had to put much effort. Really, this one media query is about the only effort I put into responsiveness. Thanks to things like AutoGrid and automatic CSS with their automatic spacing and things just scaling. Liking it. I'm loving it. Next section. All right. We got ourselves a blue background. This is going to be an easy one. I'll let you guys take a look at it. Bada bing, bada boom, 2 columns, image, text, easy peasy. This one should be super fast. What are we going to call it? AI Solutions for Business. Okay. So let's call it AI Solutions. The container will contain a div with an image, and this is going to be a figure actually. And then next to the figure, so we'll hold control to make it a sibling. I'm going to put a flex div, and in the flex div is a heading, a text, and a link. We're going to call this section content. Image is fine. Text is fine. CTA. Okay. Okay. The section is a background color of primary. It always does that. It defaults to primary dark. All right then. Let's get to work. Easy peasy. Look at that. I just one class, I got a button. Done. I think, where am I? Here we go. This container is going to need to be auto grid. That's a recipe, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, type in that question mark and then some automatic things pop up. Oh, I just realized I'm supposed to be able to use something. Yeah, quick actions, bruh. Got to try to remember to use one of those. 2 columns. I don't know why it's, because it's auto grid. That's why, even though it says 4, it looks like 2. It's because it's auto grid, which means at this width, it would drop down to 2. But we just want 2. And should I just use the same aggressiveness as the last one? Probably. Color white. Color white. Bada bang. Bada boom. How big is this? Way too big. Way too big. I forgot to, the image scraper plugin that I used to pull these images in, I could have put a max width and I could have put a max file size. Because I didn't do that, I kind of made using the plugin a waste of my time, because now I'm going to frickin' download this if I can. Can I not download through? Wait, was that up there? Oh, I thought there was a download button. Maybe I can only do that from the dashboard proper. Anyways, I'm going to squish it. Yeah, download file. I'm going to squish it. Should have squished it already. And how big is this thing? It's just, I'm going to say resize, first of all, 600 pixels. It always, yeah. Okay. And then quality 75. We got it down to 67 pixels. I want this image to look pretty nice. So I'm not going to bump the quality down a bunch. I think 67 kilobytes is fine. Oh, hold on. WebP. It's even bigger. That happens sometimes. You think WebP is always going to be the smallest file size. It's not always. I feel like that's lost a lot of quality. When you have to resize the image, I just don't think squish works very well. I think it's better to resize it somewhere else. Let's go ahead and export it as a WebP while we're here. I'm going to go 100% quality here, though. Well, since I'm already in here, let's just bypass squish. 86 kilobytes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's upload that bad boy. Yeah, that looks all right. This should already be flicked, so I'm going to say align item center. Nope. Justify content center. That's what I want. Do I want to do something to this image, though? Like, first of... Save. Do I want to maybe add a border radius? Do I want to add a little little bit of a shadow to it. Also, why is this not? Why is it working here, but not here? It's not. Save. Nah, dude. What is AI solution section content? AI solution section content. Yeah, what? Am I being overridden by? Oh, it's grid. It's grid. It's not flex. What is the grid equivalent of? Wait, no, it's not grid. The container is grid, but is that what's screwing it up? Is the container being a grid somehow messing with my? It's a flex div. Even if it is messing with it, I should still see that. Like, what is happening? I should see this in the inspect tool, even if it's being overridden by something else. It should still be there. Like, what is happening? Something is broked. It added the class of what? Oh, wait. Yeah. Huh. You guys, I am at a loss here. Hmm. Huh. What if I'm overthinking this? What if, because it doesn't, I do important. It's still not like, okay. Everything was going so smoothly. Why? Let me see if it is the auto grid that's screwing things up. Maybe if I just do flex on that. Yeah, it's the grid. It's the grid screwing me up. Why? Why would the fact that the container is a grid, why would that cause the flexiness of this to not work? You know? That doesn't, is it grid or is it all the fancy auto grid? What if I just say grid 2? Okay, it's the fancy auto grid stuff screwing it up. I just don't know why. Interesting. Okay, so now, well, since I'm not using auto grid, then I guess I have to hit this bad boy with a container query or media query. Am I ever going to reuse this? No. When does this start to look stupid? Right about maybe when the image starts to get smaller than everything else next to it. I think this is a bug. Watch it add it twice. Yep. Okay. They just added the feature that's supposed to make it so when you do this kind of stuff, it injects it wherever your cursor is, as opposed to it used to just dump it at the end, I think. So I think that's just a little bit of a bug. The first time it doesn't show it, and then you do it a second time and it does it twice. Anywho, what was I doing? Actually, let's go with greater than. Yeah. Okay. I learned something. AutoGrid messes up everything. Okay, not everything, but messes up some grid stuff. Now, I think I want this image to be a little smaller, even though on theirs, well, their text is bigger. So this takes up more space. This website is so hard because everything is just different. Here's some text up here, 24 pixels, weight 300. This text, 24 pixels, weight 300. Okay, it's an extra pixel. 24, 24. So 24 seems to be the going font size here, except for these little cards. And this little guy, 18, 16. Like, what is... So why not just make this 20? Oh, it is 24. Why did I think it was something else? Okay. I think we're going to go with 24 pixels as just our default text size. How do we do that? Typography, text. Okay. Oh. What's the default text size? Medium? Well, let's try it. We want 24. Let's do 24. Save and see what happens. If it is default, then this should change. Yep. Okay. So medium is a default. So this should be 24. 24. I think we specified something here. Or actually, since this is in a card, it has its own, I think, default text sizes. But anyways, this looks good. Yeah. I'm still wondering if I want to make this image a little smaller. Honestly. Do they automatically give images anything? Max width is 100, height auto. Okay, so I'm going to say and let's see, for the figure, it's a square. So we'll make sure it stays that way, and then we'll say width 500? Ew. What? I think that's what I wanted. Max width 500 pixels. It is not. Okay, there it is. That worked. Okay, moving on. Yeah. What about what's the default? Like 6? I think the default is 600 pixels. Yeah. That's just a little too big. I'm going to bump it down to max width of 570 pixels. Just a little bit, you know? Okay. Easy peasy. Next section. Again, this should be pretty easy. I don't like this. You know what? You know what? We're going to try AI again. Where did I put my AI buddy? Where'd you go, AI buddy? Oh, did I close my AI buddy? Or did I accidentally... Oh, man. No, not that AI buddy. Where's my other AI buddy? There you are. All right. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Upload this guy. Try that. It's just too much. It's a little too much shadow, I think. Don't fail. You got this. You got this, Google. I am not sure that it did anything. Maybe it didn't quite understand what I meant by tone down. Maybe it changed the color. I want the shadows to be more subtle. Oh, I think he actually did. I think he made progress that time. I think it seems like maybe the size is the same, but he just lowered the opacity a little bit. Let's just see what it looks like. It's also squish it. How big is it? Ugh. Why is everything so big? Yeah, I can already tell just by looking at the thumbnails that the shadow's a lot more subtle. That's good. Image size 600. Let's export a WebP. 17 kilobytes. Yeah, that'll do. Funnel charts. All right, what are we doing? Basically the same thing we just did up here. 2 columns, but we're putting the image on the right. 2 images on the right. What does this look like on mobile? Okay. Okay. Section automate your business. All right, we'll call it automate. Sure. Container on the left is a flex div. Ooh, did I remember to rename? Okay, never mind. Flex div with a heading text button. And as a sibling to that, I guess we have to do a flex div and then image. Does every image need a figure? I don't even know. I honestly don't even know really what the point of the figure is. I know it can be helpful to give an image a wrapper and then control the size with the wrapper. One thing I like about that is if your image is slow to load because they have bad internet, if your figure has a height to it, it shouldn't cause layout shift, which my figure doesn't even have a height. I could change that since it's a square. I could say, what if instead of even doing a width, what if I just say height 570 pixels? No, because that does this weird thing. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Let's just do it. Cool thing about this, you can go right click, wrap in div, and it wraps it in a div. And then you can change it to a figure. Right click, wrap in div. Figure. All right. Automate, flex div, content. This flex div will say images. Cyber CM, grow your business. Cyber CRM. Oh, they're using their own CRM. They have a CRM that they made. Okay. I'm going to call this CRM figure and wrap figure. Heading text CTIP. All right. All right. 5 kilobytes. We'll allow it. Didn't give this div a class, but it gave everything inside of it classes. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Oh no, what did I just do? Oh. Why does it show a class on here, but my CSS isn't showing up? Do I just need to give the old builder a refresh? Probably just needs a little refresh. Got to refresh the builder every once in a while, you know? Let's see. There we go. Okay, what are we doing? We want Lex. Oh, it's already Lex and it's already column. But can we do... Okay, Kevin, I can't read any of those words, bro. Is automatic CSS controlling the color? Is that supposed to be my primary color? Yeah, I cannot read any of those. That's funny. That is funny. I think I'm just going to turn those off for now. I was hoping to play around with the quick actions today, but not happening. So let's do justify content center align center. I always guess wrong, man. Every time. All right. Container needs to be... Now we couldn't do auto grid last time because it screwed stuff up. What is it? Yeah, something is like just off, man. Clicking stuff and weird things are happening. All right. I'm going to try it. See if it screws everything up again like it did last time. If it does, we'll just do the same thing we did before and just do manual grid. Okay. I think we want to keep all that left aligned. I mean, are we done? Is that it? Let's save it. We might be done. We should do, yeah, this is where it screwed us up last time. We tried to do, tried to do that. And it worked in the builder, but did not work on the front end. Are we about to have the same problem? We are. All right, then. No auto grid for this either. We'll do grid 2. Media query. media query, delete the bonus one. We'll do greater than instead of less than. And let's just use the same media query probably, right? Or we'll at least start from there and see if we want to change it. 906, I think it was. So at 906 goes to 2 columns. Below that, it should be 1 column. Yep, now I get my justify center. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then now on theirs, when they go mobile, the images are on top. They also center all this text, which we might want to consider doing that on mobile. But maybe not, actually. I don't know. But let's do let's do inside this media query. We're going to go order -1. Oh, no. No, we want to do it outside the media query. And then we want to go, ooh, how does this work? What's the default order? Probably is it 1. Oh, let's see. 1? I guess just 1. And then order -1 on mobile. That's not working. Automate images. Did I put it on the right thing? Automate images. Oh, I did not put it on the right thing. This needs to go on automate images. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Not bad, not bad. Still, I'm going to brainstorm this image if I want to do anything like a little box shadow, a little border radius. Let's just do it. I think I want to do border radius. How do we usually do this? We put the radius on the figure. And then we say overflow hidden. No. Border radius, radius. Oh, it is working. Okay. Just a subtle little radius on the image, do you think? It's basically the same. It's the same radius as buttons. It's not as big as the card radius. I just feel like it looks better than, sharp corners. Something to ponder. I think I'm going to call it for this video. So you can let me know if you have thoughts about the corners on this image. Let me know if you have thoughts about anything I've done so far. Let's take a look at what they have. 1, 2, 3. So we built 4 sections. This is what they have. We haven't done a ton of different things. We've modified a few little things here and there, but we haven't really done a ton yet. Here's their mobile version. Oh, we also didn't create a header. We might do that episode 2. We changed this for sure. That's just a bunch of big old text. Too much padding here. Our section looks a lot better. Too much padding. This form looks terrible on mobile. Do they realize this? Have they looked at their website on mobile? I think our section looks better here too. This looks weird. So here's our version. Desktop. I think it's looking pretty good. Everything's nice and centered. Left aligned when it should be left aligned. And here's our mobile version. Nice and consistent. Why does that just not look like it's spelled correctly? Audit. That's correct, right? Just looks, for some reason, that word is looking weird to me today. Oh yeah, let's do a little side by side. Yeah, look, this is way better. Look, this takes up the whole phone just to show this heading. Takes up the whole phone. Ours looks way better. You get the heading and you get all the information in the section. And then you'll have the form eventually. Look at all that scrolling, man. This looks better for sure. Much more readable. Big blocks of text should not be center aligned. Yeah, this looks better as well for sure. I like it. I think it's going well. And we got 4 sections done. How much more do we have to do for the next video? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy cow. 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got a bunch. We got a lot of stuff. This is going to be a whole series just for one website, just for the homepage. I might even just build the homepage and then be like, look, if you guys want this website, let me know. But I'm not going to build I might not build the entire thing, but I might, because I also want to create a custom post type and do some fun stuff, you know, like services. Is this a good place to use? Yeah, I bet these could all be a post type. What are we offering here? WordPress web design, WordPress hosting, marketing services, social media, search engine, advanced web analytics. What does that mean? Just installing Google Analytics? Email marketing, pay-per-click, content strategy. Okay. And then learn more takes you to like a single page. Oh. Yeah, this is a lot of kind of a wall of text right here. And this font is very thin and it's like disappearing. Hard to read. Yeah. This is going to be a lot. I may not offer an entire website for free. I may offer maybe at a discount. I don't know. This would be a lot of work to rebuild the entire thing. Just the homepage is going to take a while. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a brand new series. You know, we're playing it by ear. We're just flying by the seat of our pants. We're trying to do something different for you guys. I know you guys like to watch builds. You also like to watch me struggle. You guys got to watch me struggle a little bit here, so you're welcome for that. Yeah, maybe next time I'll try to work faster, be a little less explaining. I don't know. I think some of you guys like it, like the fact that I work slower. A lot of people talk about how fast Kevin works if you ever watch his live stream videos. And so some people have expressed that they like that I work slower. So I don't know. I might try to speed it up a little bit because we only got 4 sections done in this video and we have like 12 sections total on the homepage. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's it for this first episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video where we tackle some more of this homepage.